Hey, good morning everybody. Today we're doing heart opening yoga. So I'm just going to take a seat on my mat and I'm going to hold my right hand or my left hand to my chest, over my heart, hands to heart, my right hand at the belly. And I'm just going to start breathing in deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. So take this at your own pace. Maybe you do 2, 3 counts in, pause, 2, 3 counts out. So here we go, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, and repeat in and out through the nose. And just relax, your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Your chin is pulled back ever so slightly so your head is over your shoulders. Your tongue rests behind the front teeth and your eyeballs are relaxed in their sockets and there's space lengthening between your earlobe and your shoulder. So sending the message to your body and mind and heart, we are relaxing. And continue in and out through the nose. So this is like a nice hug you're giving yourself. So whenever you feel super stressed or need a little bit of love and you're just kind of like alone and you're like, I just bring the hands to the heart and the belly, and that sets you up for this. Tailbone is grounding to the earth energy, the yin, the crown of the head is grounding or lifting to the sky, lengthening through the spine. Your body is the connection from earth to sky. And then just relax those hands down, placing the hands on the knees. And let's just start making some nice circles around. Let's just feel the body circling around with the hips. Grounding to the earth, moving at the waist and the shoulders in the same direction. Noticing how this is, noticing if there's any little kinks that are starting to talk to you. Ruh-roh, what's going on in there? I just moved, and so lots of lifting and lots of emotions and ending a chapter, starting a new chapter. Let's come to the 12 o'clock position. Reverse those circles. Moving freely. So your mind likes to see your body move in this gentle, repetitive motion. It's relaxing to your mind. Your body is one of your treasures. Your heart, your mind, your 3 treasures. Lead with the heart. Govern with your smart mind, listen to your body, and then come back to the center. Nice, nice, nice. So let's drop the chin to the chest, take the hands to Anjali Mudra, so thumbs locked to the heartbeat, chin to the chest, spine stays up and long, and we'll inhale open. Squeeze the shoulder blades, exhale closed, chin to chest. Inhale, open, squeeze, exhale, closed, and repeat. In and out through the nose, our tonifying breath. Two more times. Last time, inhale, open, squeeze, exhale, closed. Taking the left hand to the left hip, inhaling the right arm up and reaching up nice and long, grounding the right hip to the mat, and then turning into your C curve, slightly bending the left elbow, practicing our spinal flexion, curling the spine from side to side. You can even look up at the sky, allowing the space between the ribs, the intercostal muscles to open up and stretch. Feel this nice stretching. Inhale back to center, dropping the right hand down, lifting the left arm up. Exhale over. And just let this happen on this side, the side body. So we're always focusing so much on the front of ourselves, the front, what we see in the mirror. And sometimes we forget the back side. Sometimes we forget the side side. And then of course we have the soles of the feet and the crown of the head. Inhale back, exhale down. I'm going to place my palms facing each other or interlace your fingers, palms together. And I'm just going to open up at the heart, chest expansion, and I'm just going to hinge forward ever so slightly. So it's a gentle forward fold here, gazing at the floor, gazing at the mat, as I allow my chest to expand. So you do what works for you, okay? We're not getting ourselves into, something harder than it needs to be. That's not what the point of our practice ever is. Reaching, reaching, reaching forward. Squeezing, squeezing at the thoracic spine, the upper back. Long neck, and let's release. Woo! And let's just shake. So shaking at the shoulders, the elbow joint, the wrists, the fingers. Shake, shake, shake. In this direction, and let's shake in that direction. Okay, loosening up that energy, and now let's swirl it. Swirling this energy around, shoulders, elbows, and let that happen. I'm going to interlace my fingers, pressing them away, opening up the back of my spine, the shoulder blades. This is our cat pose, tucking the chin to the chest. Inhale up, come into cow, look up. Exhale forward, coming into cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Couple more times. Seated cat-cow. Last time. Exhale, forward. And then placing your hands down wherever they landed. Maybe you walk them out a little bit further, extending through the spine and gazing down at your mat, reaching long, keeping the tailbone down, the hips are down, and just letting yourself fold forward, lengthening, and then walking your hands over to the left side, a little bit more spinal flexion. So turning the spine in that little curve. Are you impressed with my little sounds? Okay, coming back to the center. No, I know you're not. Going over to the right. And then lengthening here again, gazing down at the mat. And then walking yourself back to center, walking yourself back up. A little bit for the neck now, and then we'll all be stretched out. So dropping the chin to the chest, taking your fingers, placing them on any place on your neck that you like. So find a spot, many spots. I call these the piano fingers. We're just pressing in. You can even have your thumbs on your shoulder blades if you like, and just do a little bit of self-massage. Massage is a branch of Chinese medicine. How about it's a branch of everybody's medicine, right? Massage is good, right? Our body needs to be touched in this just innocent kind of a way for our muscles, our soft tissue, our bones even. So finding any of those spots that you like and rubbing, noticing how tight they might be. And if you want more, you can pull down as you look up and open the front of the neck and to the earth. Let the earth take that negative away. the wind carried away and recycle. Little Qigong idea there. So Chinese medicine, Qigong is a part of it. It's the part that you can do to yourself. So gentle movement. So as you know, my yoga is Qigong influenced. And let's pull down. So yoga, India, Qigong, China, ancient practices. Yoga came first. Okay, so let's look from side to side, just noticing if you feel you've got this neck loosened up. Maybe you make some circles with your head, up and around and down, up and around and down, reverse. Lots of tension, as we know, in our neck and our head. Okay, I think that's good from our seated position. So let's come to our tabletop position at the center of your mat. So in our tabletop, okay, you guys, I always have to be pulling my shirt down. Okay, tabletop position, hands directly under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to take our cat-cow from here. Just notice the difference now that we're warmed up. So dropping the belly down, looking up at the sky, taking an inhale. Exhale into cat. And then we slip back into cow. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Couple more times. And you know, it's always a nice idea to do a kidney squeeze. So help your internal organs. So the next time you come to the neutral, just turn and look out over one of your shoulders, left or right, it doesn't matter. And just squeeze where you know that kidney is back there, right? And just picture it detoxing, toxifying, toxalicious, toxarulu. Come back to center. Same thing over the other side. Just squeeze where that kidney is. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Wag your tail. Wag that tail. I'm going to come down to my dolphin pose. And so my shoulders are going to be in alignment with my elbows. I'm going to tuck my little pinky underneath. So no pinky is stacked. We're just kind of one pinky is lined up next to the other one, not stacked on top of it. And I'm going to tuck my toes under. This is all about the shoulders. So think about articulating your shoulders, walking your shoulder blades down your spine, lifting up, a la down dog legs, gazing between the feet, pressing your elbows into the mat, and strengthening your shoulders. So elbows, forearms are pressing into the mat, shoulders strengthening, lengthening through the back of the legs. We haven't done a down dog yet today, but this is giving us an idea of what's going on back there. Maybe even lift up your right leg, circle your right foot as you continue to press down. Pressing, pressing, pressing into the earth, lengthening through the spine. And then placing the right foot down, switching sides, left leg up, circling around, even though we're focusing on the strength of the arms, the shoulders. And then bring that foot down. And let's bend the knees, reaching the hips back, coming back into your balasana, child's pose. So you can rest your forehead on the mat and take your arms out wide. You can hold on to your ankles. Time to gaze inward. The body is gazing inward. Literally, let the mind gaze inward, focusing on your positive intention, sankalpa. So positive intention makes our actions mean more. I'm not just going through the motions of the yoga, I'm actually positively thinking about my body in motion, my heart attached, thinking about all of it. So super, super, super important. Feel safe in your child's pose as you inhale yourself back up again. Coming to now your downward facing dog. Inhaling left leg high to the sky, kicking the left heel into the right butt cheek, gazing out under your left armpit, and just lifting that knee up a little bit higher to open up the hip. Hip openers. Exhale out through the mouth on exertion. And let's bring that leg down. Same thing with the right leg goes up, kicking the right heel into the left butt cheek, gazing out under the right armpit, squeezing that hip open, 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 pressing into all your fingers, not just your thumbs or your wrists, and bring that leg down. And then, yeah, you heard that, right? Let's hop feet behind hands. Let's hang in our forward fold. Holding on to the arm, the elbows, the elbow creases, and just rocking back and forth a little bit, feeling the back of the legs open up a little bit more. And now we're gonna tap down the back of the legs. So just let that happen. And then bending through the knees, and then we'll inhale up. Salute to the sun. Bring the arms down into goal pose, squeezing the shoulder blades, heart comes forward, chest expansion. And then dropping the arms down, shake that out. Nice, coming into wide-legged stance, we'll come into our sunflowers or our moonflowers. So maybe we can do both, right? So this is our creativity chakra, the sacral chakra, above the root chakra, and we'll just inhale up and exhale down, bending the knees and sweeping down. So inhale up, exhale down. Easy, repetitive motion, easy, be creative. Maybe you want to go from side to side, little qigong, moving with the good energy flowing. Maybe you want to do your moonflowers. So we're squatting, right? That's what this is. One more time, and we're going to stay down wherever you are, wide stance. Maybe get it a little bit wider. Toes facing outward, and we're just going to do a little bit of spinal twisting from here. So spinal twist, rinsing the spine, enlivening the spine. Dipping the right shoulder to the left knee. Feeling that twist. Notice where you feel it. And just let it happen. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the other side. So I have to let you know that the ceiling of my studio is painted sky blue. It had to be blue, because when I look up, I want to see a clear blue sky. And then come back to center. Let's straighten the legs. Let's point the toes forward, lift the hips up high, and then there goes my shirt. And then dropping down, holding onto the elbow creases, lifting the knees up, allowing the back of the legs to open up. Maybe you hold on to your heels. Maybe you use that to pull yourself forward a little bit more. Forward fold, straddle legs. Let your head hang heavy. Shake yes, shake no. And continue lifting the hips up to the sky, pulling the kneecaps up. And breathing out through the mouth. Taking the hands down in front of you, directly underneath you, great place for a block. The block brings the floor to you. You do not have to go to the floor. Inhaling, right arm up high to the sky, twisting yet again. Maybe you take a bind, bending your elbow behind you, lifting the hips. And reaching that arm up, threading the needle. So we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left, crossing to the top of the left foot, gazing at the left foot, threading the needle. So shoulders, shoulders, shoulders are happening yet again. Continuing to open up the back of the legs. And let's place that hand back down. Can maybe bend your knees a little bit and hips go high. Bend your knees a little bit, squat, hips go high. Last time, bend the knees, hips go high. Inhaling, left arm up high to the sky, taking a twist. Bending that elbow behind, looking up at the sky. Feeling that twist, letting it happen. Nice straight arm for the right side. And let's reach that arm back up again. And let's exhale it underneath the right, dropping it on top of the right foot. And gazing at the right foot as we thread the needle over here. Notice the difference in the hips, the glutes. Exhale through the mouth. And then let's walk the hands out, coming into our straddle down dog. So straddle down dog, long, long arms, lifting the hips up, and then coming to the tippy toes, shifting the weight forward a little bit, sinking the heels back. Do that again 2 more times, coming forward to the tippy toes, feel the weight shift to the shoulders, a la dolphin pose, sinking the heels back. Last time, shifting the weight, noticing your body in space. It's part of our practice. Yeah. Sinking the heels back, walking the hands back in, bending the knees, inhaling up. Wide-legged salute to the sun. Palms out to the sides. As if you could touch the walls on either side of the room. Palms go out. Pressing, pressing, pressing until it almost hurts your palms. Did I say that? I did. Almost hurts your palms. And then relax the arms down. Beautiful, beautiful. How are we doing? This is your practice. So you modify however you want, right? Nobody's looking at you right now doing this. I hope somebody's watching me doing this, and I hope this is helping. I consider myself a doer, so I want to be helping. I'm coming into my warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, right leg forward, left leg back. Strengthen this left leg. This leg is the weight of the pose. We're floating the right knee over the right ankle because we don't load the joints, right? That's bad news. So looking out over your right fingertips, squeezing your glutes and allowing this right hip to open up. So feel like a warrior. Let's bring the hands in and push out. In, out, in, out. Last time out, looking out over your right fingertips to your drishti. What? Drishti. How about your focal point? Sanskrit is the original language of yoga. So sometimes I speak to you in Sanskrit. Virabhadrasana, warrior. So strength to your community. Oh my golly gosh, do we need that now? This is January 3rd, 2020. Oh my goodness, in Minneapolis. Flip the right palm, inhale up. Drop the left arm back. Look up at your fingertips. Look up at the palm of your hand. Continuing to practice your spinal flexion. Maybe you take a bind. Breathing, looking up at the sky. forward, coming into our triangle pose. So my triangle pose isn't quite as long as my warrior two pose, Trikonasana triangle pose. So left hip to the back of the room, right fingertips coming out as long as they can until they come down to your leg, to a block, to a stack of blocks. Keeping the spine in alignment. So we're kind of looking at the horizon. And my shoulders are stacked here. I'm still lifting up, inhaling up through the inside of my right leg. Lifting my left hip up. And breathing. So we're lifting up more than sinking into the earth. We're lifting up, and this is all about this. This is all about your obliques, your abs on the sides. That's why it's lifting. Inhale back up again. Exhale down. Coming to the center, feet together, noticing the two sides of the body. We're just going to inhale up. Exhale down, sitting in your chair. Inhale up. Exhale down in your chair. A couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down, stay down. Sinking the weight through the heels to the point that you could lift up the toes. The spine is nice and long. We're in our imaginary chair, and this is a squat, you guys. That's what it is. Shoulders are down, neck is long, gaze is neutral, face is relaxed. The tension is not in your face. So maybe you lift up your toes, maybe you lift up your heels. So if you're wobbling, that's called just fine. You're asking your muscles to do something that they're not used to. Who cares? Sink the heels back. Let's lift up again. Salute to the sun. Shake it out, kick it out. Open up to the other side, warrior two. So left leg is open. We're riding on the right leg to carry the weight of this pose. So pulling up the right kneecap, pressing on the knife edge of the right foot, looking out over the left fingers. What do we see over here? What is going to be our warrior focal point over here? Opening up at the left hip. Open, open, open. Gazing out over those fingers. Continuing to open up the hip as if somebody's saying press, press, press. And let's flip the left palm. Let's inhale up. Spinal flexion again. Maybe you take a bind with your right arm and just allow those muscles between the ribs to open and allow that stretch to happen. Stretching, your body just wants this every single day. And your mind says, let's move on to the next thing. But it's super important. Stretching is life enhancing for your mind and body. And then we'll exhale back. And then we'll straighten up that leg. I'm going to shorten my stance because my triangle is slightly shorter than my Virabhadrasana. That's totally okay. So same deal, right hip to the back of the room, left arm reaches. When no more reach is available, the arm comes down. So my shoulders are staying stacked. I'm opening up and lengthening from my left fingers to my right fingers. I'm articulating the inner thigh of my left leg. I'm lifting up my right leg. And I'm using my obliques. My obliques are doing all the work, right? That's where the strength is. Breathe out through the mouth. Purging breath out through the mouth. Think of it like a sigh, like, I gotta do it. Yoga is a healing practice. Yoga is a relaxing practice. Yoga helps to add intention to whatever it is that you do in your life. Therefore, we can do yoga off the mat, right? We can add intention. Inhale back up again. Woo! Drop the arms down, shake those legs out. How are you now? Is it okay? Let's keep going. Okay. So we're going to come to our Tadasana, standing mountain pose. So there's seated Tadasana, which is easy seated pose. So let's find some alignment here. So some people like their feet close together. Some people like it a little further apart. You do you for today. Remember, one of my mantras is the best yoga in the world is the yoga you can actually do right now, because that's the only yoga there is the yoga you're doing. The rest of it is just a memory. So shoulders are back and down. Weight is distributed through the soles of the feet. Chin is pulled in a little bit. Tail to the earth, crown to the head. Maybe your palms are to your sides, maybe your hands are to your heart, maybe your thumbs are at your third eye, hands above the head, grapevine fingers, reverse prayer, hands behind your back. Whatever feels good to you. So standing still. Follow the breath in and out through the body. Focusing on the soles of your feet. Picturing them grounded to the earth. Focusing on the crown of the head, lifting to the sky. It's really hot and sunny here today, summer day. So I was walking Pippa this morning, I can just feel the sun on the crown of my head. Notice your protective side, the back side of your body, your yang side, like a turtle's shell. It's protecting you, that's your back. Now notice your front side, your vulnerable side, your yin. Your yin side. Mine kind of hurts. The yin kind of hurts. Notice your right side, from the knife edge of your right foot all the way up the right side of your legs. The crown of your head. Notice that side of your body. Your right side is your yang. Your right side is your doer. Doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed. It's right is yang, front is yin, back is yang. Soles of the feet are yin, crown of the head is yang. Now let's notice the left side, the yin, the receiver. I can help you, thank you, that's yin. I can help you is yang, thank you is yin. We want to meet together, some of each, balance. Nature plays a yin and yang game every day with the sunrise and the sunset, and when they're in balance, sunrise and sunset, they are the most appealing. That is when everyone goes to look at them. Sunrise and sunset. And then just relax your hands down. Nice. Nice. Kicking that out. We're going to take a standing balancing pose. So maybe you say, my Tadasana was a balancing pose, Karen. Enough of this. Otherwise, I'm just going to take my hands to my hips and we're just going to play around a little bit. So left leg is grounding to the earth. So you may notice that in my yoga studio, I have carpet. So it's a really super low pile carpet. This wasn't my idea. Lou wanted this in the studio. So I kind of wanted just like vinyl plank kind of thing, but I gotta say my knees are enjoying it. So who knows? So stepping the right leg out, left leg is grounded in Tadasana pose. I'm trying to keep my shoulders over my hips, so I'm not gonna be I'm gonna keep coming back to neutral here. And I'm just walking my leg to the air in front of me, pressing through the heel, toes to the nose, and I'm just using this as my balancing pose. So you could start here, just lifting up your knee. You could start in kickstand. You could stay in kickstand, right? Options. So our balance changes every day. So I'm going to just bring this out to the side, just directly out to the side, trying to stay balanced. And then I'm going to bring it to the back, a la Warrior 3 a little bit, just kicking it back there. Or you could just do kickstand, right? Just bring it back to center. Shake out, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we lose our, we trip more often as we get older than we were when we were younger. And then we fall. When we were younger, if we fall, we get right back up. When we're older, maybe we get injured. So we don't want that to happen. So practicing your balancing every single day, including with a chair, including with one finger on the wall, that's still balancing. So remember your options: kickstand, knee up, legs straight out. Breathing, coming out to the side, directly to the side. And if you balance out, wiggle out, you can wiggle in, and then kicking back, a la Warrior 3. Let that be good. Coming back to center, lifting up. Nice. Let's come down to the mat. One foot in front of the other. We're going to come to all fours, and we're going to do a king pigeon from here. So a little bit more hip opening. If you say, Karen, I don't want that, you go on your back and you do your figure fours, right? So you do you. So I'm going to come to my dog. I'm going to inhale, right leg up high to the sky. I'm going to bend my right knee and plant my right knee behind my right wrist and stretch my left leg out long. So you can stay up high like this. You can bend your left leg, reach behind, grab it with your left arm. You can reach, whoops. You can reach your right arm up. You can look up at the sky. That feels super good to my left quad. Hand to heart. You can make up your own yoga, or you can just come all the way down to a block, to a stack of blocks. So blocks, you guys, are super cheap. Go to Marshall's, they're open now, get some blocks. Okay, when I go to yoga training, which is now virtual, what isn't virtual? I'll tell you what's not virtual, you guys. Pain. Pain and sadness and emotions are not virtual. I say that with a heavy heart. So here we are, letting this hip open, hip openers. Super, super healthy for us. Helps with the low back. All this sitting because of all this Zooming and virtual life at home, it's taken its toll. So I'm going to lift myself out of my king pigeon. So lifting myself up, I'm going to swing my left leg forward. I'm going to place my fingertips behind, rotate my shoulders back and down, and I'm just going to lift up my hips and squeeze my butt cheeks. Yes, I am. So lifting up, feeling it in your shoulders back here again, squeezing, and then putting that down. Nice, sweeping back yet again, coming back to our down dog, lifting the left leg up high to the sky, bending the left knee, placing it behind the left wrist, reaching the right leg out long. These feel so good to my butt cheeks, I can't even tell you. So I've been moving for the last week or so, more than the last week, so I am so enjoying this stretching from this practice. So again, you can reach behind with your right leg and kind of hold this, shoulders go back. You can reach up with your hand, you can make the okay sign, you can do hand yoga, thumb to heart, whatever works for you, including coming all the way down to your elbows, coming down to your nose to the mat, whatever you like. Your practice is always yours, it's precious. Your practice is precious. We're lucky to have this practice because it grounds us when we need grounding, it lifts us when we need lifting, and it expands us when we need that. Our chest expansion, heart openers. So hopefully this hip is getting it good. Hip Opening here, inner thigh stretching. I'm feeling it. And then taking the hands to the mat, sitting up, and then sweeping the right leg forward. Crisscross applesauce, hands behind, lifting the hips again. So kneeling reverse plank. Oh yeah, we're doing it. Kneeling reverse plank, squeezing the shoulder blades, looking up at the sky, tight butt cheeks, relaxed face. And then bringing those hips down, bringing those feet in front, holding on to the back of your legs, allowing yourself to come all the way down to the mat, resting on your back, crisscrossing at the ankles, making some nice circles. Circles around in one direction, holding on to the knees, feeling your low back pressing in, reverse the circles. I miss seeing my yoga students in person. I really do. I just wanted to tell you. And then left leg goes out long, right knee comes in, full body stretch on the front body, shoulders go down, feet are flexed, pressing through, open the throat, look up at the sky, and then bring the right knee to the right shoulder for a little bit more. Switching sides, right leg out, left knee in, pressing through the right heel, gazing up at the sky, opening the throat, and then bringing the left knee to the left shoulder. Pressing the right heel, flexing the left foot too. And then bringing that right leg in. Let's come to our bound ankle pose. Opening up at the thighs, relaxing the face. And let's just close the knees and just plant the feet at the edges of the mat. So feet are at the edges of the mat, the hands are at your sides, maybe in a T if you like, palms down, palms up. And just let both of your knees melt over to the left side, wherever they go, as you turn your head to the right. Supine twist, gentle, gentle, gentle. Allowing your heart to expand. Take some nice breaths and let them land over your heart. As you exhale through the nose or the mouth, just let it exhale over the heart space, giving yourself a little bit of a pat there, a little bit of a warmth, a little bit of a kiss. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right as the head goes to the left. Just feeling this supine twist. Don't let me fall asleep here. So tired from all the moving. Tired from stress. Stress makes us very, very tired. Inhale back to center. Both legs back to center. We're going to practice our bridge pose. So our bridge pose takes our hips above our hearts. That's an inversion. It's a lot of work for the back of the legs, right? The hamstrings, etc. It also floods the heart. So thinking about the heart yet again. So let's keep our feet hip distance apart. Knees over ankles. Knees in alignment with the hips. So knees don't spread out like this. They stay closer in. And we're just going to tuck the tailbone under. So that was my pelvic tilt. So I could stay in a pelvic tilt, or I could lift that tilt up high to the sky. I can interlace my fingers underneath and get more of a chest expansion as I squeeze, 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 squeeze. And just picture a lot more blood flooding the heart. Lift the toes, activate a little bit more through the hamstrings. And then let's just come down one vertebrae at a time. Nice, nice. Let's bring the legs high to the sky. Let's take one more cat from here, lifting up towards the feet, rounding in, chin to chest. Last time into our cat, rounding the shoulder blades open. And let's just release down, coming into a full body stretch, reaching the arms out long, kind of like a 5-pointed star. Reaching, 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 and then exhale your arms down to your sides, coming into your Shavasana. So right toes to right, left toes to left, hands at your sides, one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly, cupping your eyes, whatever feels good to you. Taking some time at the end of your practice to let it all sink in. So giving you a few moments in Shavasana to treasure the gifts of your practice. Letting your breath return to normal. Ending today's practice with a quote from my book, Make the Most of You. Seek out the wise ones. Don't confuse knowledge with wisdom. Watch for the observers, those with wise heads and hearts. They know the rules and the exceptions. They take the long view, the rounded view. Grasp the chance to spend time with them. So an old Chinese proverb says, a single conversation with a wise person is better than 10 years of study. When you're ready to come back into the room, wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle your wrists and ankles, turn your head from side to side, bringing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Thank you, body, for bringing me to a yoga practice today. Thank you, mind, for thinking this was going to be a good idea. And thank you, spirit, for being playful on the mat. Turning to one side, fetal asana position, sleeping baby, just curling up on one side for a moment. As you seal your practice in, we want the gifts of the mat to come with us wherever we go. We want to tread lightly in the world as if we were on the mat. Using your upper arm to push yourself up to easy seated pose, Ganasana. Aligning the spine one last time, powering up through ourselves, the tailbone to the earth, the crown of the head to the sky. We're going to take one huge collective breath for body, mind, and spirit. Inhaling up. Hands together. Exhale down. The light, the student, the teacher in me honors the light, the student, the teacher in you. Namaste. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope to see you again in some more yoga. See you next time.